Alright, hey folks, Keough here, and I am back with a pre-meet sort of catch you up on what I've been doing with everything regarding training and regarding my weight and my injury and all that stuff. So I'm just going to kind of go through the list and let you know what's going on. So this will be like my pre-meet video log. So first things first, the injury feels really good. I have very little pain now at this point, and still a little pain in my calf, still a little pain when I really stretch it, but overall I can do everything I want with my knee, which is really good, and the swelling has gone down. I still have a weird sort of hard lump sort of at the top of my calf, where my calf inserts into the back of my knee, and I'm not sure if that's a tendon issue or a muscle issue or what exactly is going on, but I know it's nothing serious, and I'm going to try and do the meet, and you know, I guess I feel 100%, even though it's not 100%, so I'm just going to give it a shot, because I think I can maybe get through the meet, so I'm going to give that a shot. As far as my weight goes, weight's doing pretty well. I'm not as low as the last few meets, but I'm not really concerned about it. I woke up this morning at 153.2. My weight class is 148.75, and yes, I keep track of quarter pounds, because I try and make it as easy on me as possible, and so I guess I'm about 4.5 pounds over as of this morning, and my plan is to continue doing what I've been doing, and have a light dinner at around 6 o'clock, and cut fluids off at around 7, and hopefully wake up at around, I'd say at or below 152 would be a good weight for me. And I'll go, after I wake up, maybe around 8 o'clock, I'll go to go cut the rest of that weight. So I'll go put myself on weight, and then teach my class, and then come back and hang out. And I weigh in at 7 o'clock tonight, tomorrow night, rather. So weight should be a problem. I've never missed the weight, and this is a pretty easy weight cut, but admittedly I'm probably going to have to cut a few pounds in the morning, so that's fine. I've done it before, so it's not a big deal. So weight is on target. Injury feels pretty good. As far as the meet goes, at this point, I'm really just I'm just trying to get prepped and focused for it. I do have plans regarding my attempts. I'm going to for my squat, I'm going to warm up entirely without knee wraps, and then I'm going to make about a 100-pound jump to my opener, which will be around 457, and that's not the best idea in the world, but I don't want to do any warm-ups and wraps, because I don't want a chance having this thing flare up on me at all, especially later in the meet. So I'll open 457, hopefully hit that with no problems. It shouldn't be an issue. And then after 457, I'm going to go 513. And I already have it, everything basically planned out. So 513, second attempt. If I make it, I am very, 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 very likely to shut it down and scratch my third attempt, just because I don't want to be too risky with my leg, which is kind of sucky, but that's just how it goes. If I miss it, I'm going to decide at that point whether I really want to continue with a third attempt, or with the meet, or with whatever, and I'll base it on how I feel at that point, not really how the weight feels, but how my leg feels. For bench, pretty certain it's going to be a 276 opener, 304 second attempt, and 309 third attempt. There's always a chance in the moment I change that third attempt up to 314, but the first two attempts are basically etched in stone at this point. My plan with the bench is to, on my second attempt, get me to a small meet PR. I did 305 pretty easy in training last week in a video you saw, so I'll hit that small meet PR, and then I'll go either 2.5 kilos up or 5 kilos up, but very likely it'll be 309. For deadlift, another light opener, 518, so I'll open at 518, then I'll pull 573 for a second attempt, and then I'll do 579, which will be a small overall PR for me for a third attempt, and 573 will be a meet PR by 2.5 kilos. So with deadlift, I'm gonna put everything into one pull, you know, and pull that 573, and then after that, you know, I'll go for 579. So there's a chance that things change on meet day. Okay, there's a chance I do something different. If I make it as far as the deadlifts, maybe I go 579 on a second attempt, just for 1400. And if I miss it, then oh well, it happens. But the chances of me pulling 579 after 573 definitely greatly decrease. And I think I'm ready for 579. You know, I think I'm ready to pull it. I've been able to rest my deadlift, so I think if it comes down to it, if I think I only have one pull left in me, I'm just gonna take a chance and I'll call for 579 and, you know, give it a shot. I pulled 575 in training, and you know, I usually feel a little better in meets versus in training. So we'll see how the meet goes. With second attempts, as I currently have it planned, I total 1384, which I would be pretty happy with. So if I go 6 for 9 or 6 for 8 or whatever it is, I total 1384. And considering what's happened and how fucked up these last couple of weeks have gotten, I'd be okay with that. I'd be satisfied with that. Let me put it that way. If I hit all 8 attempts based on how I have them set up, I total something like 1401. So I basically would need to be perfect in order to hit 1401. Now you could see me maybe pull 579 for a second if I hit everything up until that. I might just go for it, get the lift, and then chill out and relax, you know, at that point. But so we'll just see how the day goes. I'd say, completely objectively speaking, my odds of making it through this meet, being able to do the deadlifts after I squat with my leg, probably about 50-50. So hopefully it goes well. If it doesn't, I've got an MRI for the 22nd. I'm going to get it looked at and figure out what's going on, and hopefully it's something minor, and I'll start prepping for July. And it'd be a disappointment to have to you know, back out of a meet or bomb out of a meet, but I'm here to do the full meet. That's what I'm going to try and do. Thought about doing push-pull, thought about doing bench only. My heart just isn't in it, you know. I'm going for a 3-lift total here, and that's what I want. So I'm going to go for it and see what happens. If I don't make it through the meet, I at least have a big team with me. We're bringing, I think, 12 or close to 12, so I think a lot of people are going to have a really good meet. I think a lot of our members are primed to do pretty well. For a few people, it's their first meet, so I'm excited for them, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do. And hey, if I drop out after squats, at least I can help out with other people. So there's your silver lining. But I'm looking forward to seeing how everybody does. My girlfriend Janice is going to make 105, and she's going to compete at 105, and I think she's going to do really well. So if you haven't seen her channel, I would check it out in a few days, because she's going to have a video up, and I'm going to bet right now that that video is of a pretty big total, and I wouldn't be surprised if you saw her squat, I'd say over 190. I think she could squat 192 at this meet. I wouldn't be surprised if she benched at least 126. I think she's capable of that. And she's going to pull over 300. I feel real confident in that. So she's going to go 304 for a second attempt. And then if that feels good, she's going to go like 314 for about 3 times body weight, or pretty close to it. And I think she's capable of both of those. I think she's capable of both of those in the same meet. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. This is her first meet at 105, and you know, I think based on what she's been doing the last few weeks of training, I think she's just primed and ready, and I think she's going to have a fantastic meet. I think you're going to see some real good numbers for her, and she's going to put up a really big total for 105. So we're definitely looking at, I'd say, one of the top totals at 105 with her, and you know, I think she's going to get it. So I don't think she's going to have any problems hitting the lifts that she needs to hit in order to get there. Anyway, that's it for me. I'll post another update tomorrow, doing a sort of body comp analysis, because I've never filmed myself when I've been on weight. So we're going to see what that looks like, and so I'll post that up. otherwise, that's basically it. I'll let you know what's going on, and hopefully all goes well for me on Saturday. Physically, I feel pretty good. I'm not nervous at all. I never get nervous before meets because I feel like I just feel like every variable has been controlled by me leading up. I've done everything correctly, and I can't worry about what might or might not happen because at this point there's nothing I would have done differently. You know, I mean, hindsight's 20/20, and you can look back and say, well, you shouldn't have pushed it that hard squatting that day, or you know, because now you're hurt or whatever. But ultimately, I'm willing to live with all of that because I did what I thought was best for this meet at the time, and I that doesn't bother me at all. So not nervous at all. We're just ready to go. I'm looking forward to being back at a powerlifting meet. I enjoy the atmosphere. I enjoy being around other lifters. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And so it should be a good weekend. I'm gonna eat a lot, which is gonna be awesome. So that's gonna be really good. Anyway, take it easy. I will have more videos for you very soon.